Welcome to this episode of Geeks Keep You Running. This is Season 3, Episode 20. Geeks Keep You Running is brought to you by Piedmont Technical Experts. Geeks Keep You Running is hosted by Jonathan Beck. Hey there, and welcome back to Geeks Keep You Running, the podcast where business meets cybersecurity with a side of Southern charm. I'm your host, Jonathan Beck, and today we're diving deep into a digital swamp filled with danger, namely phishing attacks. We're calling this one Gone Phishing. Don't take the bait, because let's face it, if you're not paying attention, that hook's got your name on it. We're going to break down the most common and sneaky types of phishing, and more importantly, how to avoid becoming cyber bait. So what is phishing? Phishing is like spam folder's evil cousin. It's any attempt to trick you via email, phone, or message into giving up sensitive information. Things like your credentials, your bank information, maybe getting you to send funds to an account, or just enough to infiltrate your business or home network. Here's the thing, attackers don't need to break in if they can trick someone into handing over the keys. So here's a quick fact. In the FBI's 2024 Internet Crime Report, phishing remains the number one reported cyber crime. They have over 700,000 reported cases of phishing attacks. So the standard phish, general email phishing. Think of this as the bland email you get, "Dear customer," or "Your account has been suspended" email. Often generic, poorly written, but amazingly, still surprisingly effective. Signs of a general phishing email. That's going to be things like a generic greeting like "Dear user" or "Dear customer." Chances are there are going to be some spelling and grammatical errors in the message. So those are two red flags. You may have a suspicious link or attachment. If you didn't solicit the email, you should not click on any links or attachments. There's going to be urgent language, like an act now, or your account's going to be suspended in 20 minutes, or we're going to send the law enforcement if it's not paid by the end of the day. So how to avoid being a victim to a general phishing attack? Number one, don't click links and emails unless you were expecting them. You can hover over the link to preview the URL to see if it looks legitimate. Always go directly to the site. Don't rely on email links to take you to the site, especially if you didn't send or didn't request the information. So, for example, a fake Microsoft 365 login page is asking you to verify your account. It looks real until you look at the domain, and maybe they misspelled Microsoft in the domain using a 0 instead of an O. And perhaps they're using a .biz domain instead of a .com domain. Those are key indicators you're getting phished. Next up, spear phishing. This is a personalized attack. This is phishing with precision. These emails are tailored specifically to you or your role in the company. What makes these dangerous is oftentimes they have mined some data about you. They're probably going to use your real name, title, maybe even some recent projects. They may even reference a vendor or coworker by name because of the data they've mined. They're harder to spot because it feels legitimate. They're going to follow a lot of the same rules of regular phishing attacks. They're going to have that sense of urgency. There may still be spelling and grammatical errors. So as a real world scenario, a CEO gets an email from their CFO asking for a wire transfer to a vendor. The email looks legit because it was spoofed, and the CFO's name was on it. So how to avoid a spear phishing attack? Number one, use two-factor authentication on all your accounts. Potentially one of the ways a spear phishing attack works is because an account was compromised. Verify sensitive requests via phone or other metric, just not that email. A good face-to-face sometimes works. And if you can't do a face-to-face, definitely email or Teams or Slack or some other form, just not relying on that one message. Train employees on red flags. Awareness is your best firewall when it comes to prevent a phishing attack. Next up, let's talk about phishing. That's with a V. That's voice phishing or phishing by phone. Scammers call pretending to be tech support, a bank, or even the IRS, saying something like, "We detected suspicious activity on your account," or claiming your computer has a virus on it. Couple things. If someone says that they are calling from Microsoft and they detected a virus, Microsoft is not going to be monitoring your computer for a virus. Microsoft is not going to call you to say that you have a virus on your computer. They will not initiate asking you to install remote access software. Posing as IT is a common phishing attack. Basically, even an IT company that you may work with isn't necessarily going to, unless you already have an arrangement with them, isn't going to just call you out of the blue. And they shouldn't be asking for your credentials or for you to install anything, because chances are they've already installed their agent software. So number one, when you get a call like this, don't give out any personal information over the phone unless you initiated the call. Hang up, call the company directly using a verified phone number. Also, you can use call blocking or robocall protection tools, because a lot of these phishing attacks are basically using robo-dialers to call your phone. Currently, there is a famous phishing scam that is actually ongoing now here in July of 2025, and it's being run by the teenage hacker collective called Scattered Spider, and it's hitting retail, airlines, and insurers. All right, next up on the list is executive spoofing. That's attacking from the top. This one's really slick. Attackers spoof the email of the CEO, VP, or department head, and they're sending a message to an employee. So some common phrasing in an executive spoof: "Hey, can you handle this wire transfer?" Or "Need gift cards bought ASAP for a client." And "Don't call, I'm in a meeting." These often are rushed, they're demanding, and emotionally manipulative. So how to stay safe? Number one, you want to take a moment, take a breath, stay calm. Number two, your IT or IT provider should be setting up what's called DMARC, SPF, and DKIM to reduce the number of spoofed emails. Additionally, your IT provider or staff can use banners to flag external emails. Basically, a banner across the message that says this email came from outside your organization. That's going to be a huge red flag for people to recognize, hey, the CEO just sent me this email, but it came from an outside email. Again, implement some approval workflows for financial transactions. Don't just let it be, I send an email, I expect this money sent out. Bonus tip, have a no exceptions policy for financial verification, no matter who's asking. Is the headache of getting that verification worse than potentially sending thousands of dollars or more out to a scammer? So let's start wrapping things up and talk about my anti-phish checklist. My JB's don't take the bait, as it were. Always verify unusual requests. especially involving money or passwords. Number 2, educate your team. Ongoing training beats a once-a-year slideshow. Number 3, invest in good email filtering and security software. Number 4, watch for emotional manipulation. Things that are trying to invoke urgency, fear, or flattery, consider that the first real red flag. Next up, when in doubt, slow down and ask. And last, if someone sends you an email with banking information in it and they want you to send a payment, they are not likely a legitimate source, because emails are not secure, definitely not a secure way to send that kind of information. Phishing succeeds when we rush. Take a breath, ask a question, and stay skeptical. All right, well, we're wrapping up episode 20 of Geeks Keep You Running. If today's episode kept you from clicking on a shady link or handing over that Amazon gift card code, then it was a good episode. If you need help training your team or reviewing your cybersecurity posture, Piedmont Technical Experts has your back. From phishing simulations to secure email setups, we can help your business running securely and efficiently. And if you like today's episode, definitely remember to like, share, and subscribe. And catch you next time. And remember, think before you click, and don't let the fish bite and chum the waters with your personal information. Y'all have a great week.